Welcome everyone. So today we're going to talk about one of the spiritual scientists, Dr. Ishwar Puri ji, and what he has talked about the reality, what is real and what is not real. So he is talking about that, and that means are we creating that reality ourselves? And that's what the question comes. And can we create a happiness reality? Can we create a joyous reality? Is it up to us or someone else is doing it? So let's take a look at what he's saying.
According to me. Because what is the definition of reality? It's based upon verification with sense perceptions. If I can see this thing, if I can see my chair and touch it, then it's real. I verified it with one sense perception with another. I can do the same thing in a dream. In a dream, if I sit on a chair, let's say, is it a real chair or not? I can touch it, it's real. I take a cup of water in my dream and I say, is this real or not? I taste it. It's real. It only becomes unreal when I wake up and find there was no cup, there was no water, there was no chair. I made it up for the experience of a dream. And therefore it became real while the dream lasted. And when I woke up, it all became unreal. Same thing is true here. Everything is real. Unless we can go to a point of reference where we find a greater reality. That means the I did not change in spite of the fact the whole form changed.
Now, this is what Ishwar Puri ji is saying here, that reality, when we say reality, reality for every perception, whatever we are saying, it is unreal when we look at from another angle. That's the same thing as an observer. But whoever is experiencing that reality, that remains the same. So that means, can we experience the happiness as one of the script which is running in this reality? It is up to us to run this script or not to run this script. Dr. Bhardwaj ji, please go ahead.
Well, no, it is something wonderful to understand from Ishwar Puriji's talk that you have created sense perceptions yourself. Now, let me give you a small little brief that how the creation started and how you acquired the mind and created the body. It's a wonderful area to understand. So, in a brief, I would like to tell you that God was one and alone in the beginning. It was in bliss. It felt like loving. And to love, he was all alone. To whom he will love? So the being of light vibrated, the sound emerged, and he became from one to many. And we call him as absolute intelligence and a capable force. Now, capable force means that it can do anything. So that particular energy is there in all of us, all living beings practically. So we were that, all knowing, all pervading. We are part of that. One out of us created a time bound material creation. That is what the gist of Indian scriptures talk about it, how the time started. Even Dr. Stephen Hawkins also says that from Big Bang to black hole. So, how things started. So, we got to understand this, that one out of us wanted to create a time bound material creation. And he made this creation. First of all, he created that plan known as information. So he created that universal mind embedded with information systems and laws of nature. The third law is operative. Every action has got an equal and opposite reaction. Then he created the material. Being a non material, he created the material. So, in the wisdom, we would like to tell you that Higgs boson is an area which has to be understood a little better, that it has got the ability to attract. So it attracted two things and created the first atom as hydrogen, you know, electron and a proton. And that is how it attracted two hydrogen atoms and fused them into, uh, into helium. And hydrogen and helium fused together created the first galaxy of suns. And then how two suns together at 22 places today are creating more elements. So there are 100 and odd elements, and how your earth got formed, how water came in, how the whole creation was revolving and working. It's a living entity, and we are all part of that. So we decided to look to experience this time bound material creation, whereas we belong to the core where time and material do not exist. So our creative intelligence, our soul, is something permanent. It is working 24/7 and remains connected to its source all the time. And within that source, everything is inside that. It is everywhere, all knowing, all pervading. So we correlate that thing through science as particle and wave theory because particle behaves intelligently. That's how you are an intelligent being. So after you acquired the mind, my dear, from the universal mind known as causal mind, and you created a causal body, half woman and half man, just to experience this creation. Now, to make this body with those senses, this is something wonderful to understand. Now, out of Ishwar Puriji's talk, I'm coming to that point that you created all those sense perceptions because you wanted to experience this creation through those sense perceptions, whereas the original senses are seeing and listening. That is the sound, and seeing, that is what is light. And that's how, once you stepped up further from causal mind and causal body to the astral region, you started developing all these senses right from the single cell to the human body. And this is how, once we got this human body, we thought we are a body only. And we got involved into it and its needs because it needs, breakfast, lunch, dinner, clothes, housing, vanities of the world, sex, and sleep. So we got involved and we thought we are a body only. But then the saints and sages and all the scriptures started telling you that you are the divine which did all this. You developed your sense perceptions to feel things around here. So this is what you created your own reality. That's how Ishwar Puriji is trying to tell you, and I'm trying to explain you that how you created your own reality, and you can make this reality as a happy experience. If you want to make it a bad experience, you can. It all depends upon you because soul never dies. So knowing all that predestined thing is happening here, and if we can understand that what we are divine, we are not mind, we are not body, that is what will make us much more happier because we are part of that permanent bliss. I think this wisdom is there with you now. And how to use this wisdom? You can always put your questions, uh, and maybe a WhatsApp group may be created by Rohit so that we can answer each question properly and make you understand what you are. Thank you very much. Over to Rohit.
Thank you, Bhardwaj. So have a wonderful year ahead, everyone. When we say wonderful year ahead, what does that mean? It means that 2025 is Happy New You. Happy New You. What is that Happy New You looks like? The reality, we are creating this reality. What is the new Happy New You which we are trying to create? Just like we go to a restaurant, we pick a menu. Similarly, let's pick a menu of happiness. Let's pick a menu of joy. Let's pick a menu of love and unconditional love for people. Let's pick a menu of divine energy. Let's pick a menu where 8 billion people feel happy. Let's pick a menu where we all get together in the spirit of love so that all universe starts feeling that happiness. And that's what this daily divine wisdom is, to make us happy. When we start vibrating at a higher frequency, then what happens? Just like a butterfly effect, we talked about it sometime before, that kicks in. That butterfly is kicking in, and that butterfly is vibrating at a higher frequency. Now, that is bringing in tsunami. The same butterfly effect of happiness can bring in love and affection to everyone in the world. So, thanks all for joining in and have a wonderful year ahead. Thank you.